How's it going, everybody? Aviation Aspect here, formerly known as Gemini Jets 1272, bringing you guys yet again another model review. And in today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the American Airlines Embraer ERJ190 in 1 to 400 scale by Gemini Jets. And I plan to start to phase these two aircraft out of my fleet, just because, I mean, they're not really practical for what I do. I mean, because I feel like that the American E190s basically stay on the East Coast, and I don't do a lot of East Coast airports simply because I don't have a big enough mat. I have I have enough models, but I just don't have a big enough mat. So this is just kind of impractical for me to have these. I have two of these too, so that's kind of odd. But so eventually I'm going to start to phase these out of my fleet. I don't know when though. I'm not sure yet. But I think these will probably be replaced with American E170s. Or maybe some other airline. I'm not sure yet. I'm still trying to figure out all the details. But yeah, so I got this airline in June of 2016, and I've had it ever since. It hasn't been in a lot of my airports, so I don't think you've seen this one as much as some of the other aircraft that I have. But that's once again is another reason why I'm going to start to phase these out. Also, the second thing I have to talk about is my new unboxing and review location. So instead of being downstairs in my basement with the where it's poorly lit and I have to use my phone and the flash, I decided to try making a video up here where the lighting is a lot better and I can use my camera. As you can see right now, I'm using my Canon PowerShot G9X, which I think is going to make things a lot easier, and especially because now I can zoom up and it'll actually focus and won't be overexposed. But I guess this is kind of like a trial video to see how this is going to go, but I think it should go decently okay. But there may be a few slip-ups just because it's a new location, and I'm using this camera for something I've never really used it for. I haven't really ever made like a Gemini Jet video with this camera, just because I usually use my phone because I require the flash for that. So, but yeah, I think that's all I have to say. So we're obviously going to start off with the box as normal. Hopefully I can managed to do this pretty well. I'm going to try going like this, just because I feel like it'll be easier, and because I have to touch to focus. Okay, so in the upper left-hand corner, you have Gemini Jets made for collectors by collectors. There you have a 2D picture of the aircraft, if it'll focus. Embraer ERJ190, American Airlines 1 to 400 scale die-cast model aircraft. Look inside. The focusing is kind of weird, I will admit on that, but that's okay. Okay, so on the bottom of the box, you have Gemini Jets. Then you have some information about the manufacturer. On the other side of the box, you have the logo again, followed by a 2D model of the aircraft. Embraer ERJ190, 1 to 400 scale die-cast model, and there is your item number right there with the slow zoom in. I'll focus it so you guys can look at that. This is one of the slip-ups I was talking about. I was hoping wouldn't happen, but this we'll get figured out soon, guys. Okay, I'm just gonna read the number, the item number. So it is GJAAL 1558, I believe. Okay, so on the top of the box you have Gemini Jets adult collectible model. Warning: contains small parts not suitable for children under 14 years of age. There's your barcode right there. Take a look on the back of the box. You have the aircraft climbing. Then you have Gemini Jets. As well as its features, there's some information about Gemini Jets. Pause if you would like to read. And then there's some other stuff about Gemini Jets. As you can see, this was a 2016 Gemini Jets release. If you take a look at the inside of the flap, and this is where things can get confusing because I don't have well, not confusing, but challenging because I don't have a finger to focus on my camera. Okay, anyway, there you have some information about the Embraer ERJ190. Pause if you'd like to read. Down there you have some information about the specific Embraer ERJ190 that we have, which has a registration of November 953 UW. And then obviously there's the bubble where the aircraft would sit. Okay, now moving on to the aircraft. This is where things could get interesting because I'm going to have to zoom up, and I'm not sure how that's going to work with this. I also have my camera on a tripod, so that's a problem. And the zoom in takes a long time on this camera. Okay, that should be good enough. Maybe not. I guess we'll try to zoom out. I'm going to try to get as close as I can, though. This camera usually has really good focus. Ooh, it's trying. It's attempting to. Come on, camera. Please work with me. There we almost got it. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm gonna pause the video real quick, and I'm gonna take my camera off the tripod, and then I'm gonna get this focused up nice and close so we can get a good picture of the aircraft. Alright guys, this is about as close as I'm going to be able to get, so I'm sorry, I did try my best, and I know this is really far away, but you can still get a good picture of the aircraft. Okay, so starting from the front and moving back, we have the cockpit windshield with the L1 boarding door. Then next to the door we have the One World logo, followed by the American Airlines titles. You have one emergency exit over the wing. And then behind that you have the rest of the cabin, followed by the registration, which I cannot read, and followed by your back boarding door. And there you have the beautiful new American tail. Hopefully this will work. I'm just going to try to turn it around, and that looked like that worked all right. Okay, so going from the right side of the aircraft, you have the nose, the Embraer nose. It's actually, I feel like the noses on the Embraers are more pointier than other aircraft. I'm not sure if that's just me, or if other people have noticed that. So let me know down in the comments if you noticed that, or if you just think that I'm sounding weird because no one else notices that. Okay, anyway, there you have the R1 door, followed by the American titles, and I believe the One World is also next to the door. There you have your one over-the-wing emergency exit, the engine, and you have the rest of the cabin, followed by the American flag and a registration. I can move over a bit. Then you have the back door and the tail with the part of the American flag on it. Oh gosh, my camera tipped over. Alright, so now I'm just going to take a closer look at some of the other spots of the aircraft. So I don't think there's any antennas, or there's no antennas on the top of the aircraft. I believe there is one on the bottom, but just on the top they're just painted on. But yeah, I guess that's going to be it for this review. Thank you all so much for watching. Once again, I'm sorry it feels a bit shaky. This is just me trying a new thing and trying to figure it out and see if it'll work, and I think this should work. This should be a pretty good spot to do the rest of my unboxings and reviews, and trust me guys, I know I've said this in my last 2 videos or so. I have a lot of big stuff planned for this channel going into December, late November, January, and a little bit of February. I got a lot of stuff planned. I'm going to be starting a new airport. If you guys didn't know, I used to have a fictional airport called Southeastern Georgia, where I would fly planes to subscriber airports. I don't know if I'm going to continue that. Probably not, because I don't have a big enough mat. But I'm going to create at least probably just one airport, but it's going to be a special airport, and you'll understand why as I make the first update of that, which should be late November. I think I have to wait for one model to get in. And speaking of models, actually, I did order a model yesterday, and it'll be in here next week, and I'm very excited about that. And actually, I think I may premiere my new series that I've actually been thinking about for a while. It's called Unknown Unboxings. I don't know if anybody else has made anything like that, so I guess maybe I don't know for sure if that's going to be the name, but that's what I'm hoping for. And basically, well, actually, I'm going to wait. It's kind of self-explanatory, but I'm going to wait to really explain everything in detail until the first episode, which will be, well, it could be tomorrow, it could be in 3 weeks, it could be any time, really. So I guess I'll just leave you guys on that sort of cliffhanger. And then there's a couple other new series I have planned, and a couple new things that I do have planned for the channel. So trust me when I say this, guys. Stick around. You guys will definitely enjoy the content that I'm going to create. But yes, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Please do remember to comment, like, and subscribe if you choose. And I try to respond to every comment. So if you have anything to say at all, just go ahead and go down and comment, and I will definitely do my best to respond. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.